once a school has an improving reputation or a good reputation, culturally we've changed in that people do take their children from the other side of the authority, wherever it might be that they're going past to work, to actually take their children there. So it isn't just about children that are in the catchment area. Sometimes there are children outside because the school has a reputation. The reason I was asked to come here was, as I say, to work alongside Judith Monthly originally to support the school to come out of special measures. And within 2 days, 3 days of me coming, that all changed because the situation at East Tilbury was that her deputy there had had a hip operation, so Judith couldn't stay. So it then was left with myself here on my own to do that role, to take the school out of special measures. Now, I understood that my neck was on the line if I didn't perform that task. And at the time, I knew
really
what a task
shocked when you found out?
Yes, absolutely. We didn't know anything until the newspaper came through the door.
The last thing Ofsted said about the school?
It was the school was improving.
Okay, and how has it improved? In what ways?
Pupils' attainment is improving.
Pupils' numbers have gone up since
Pupils'
last year.
numbers are starting to climb. People are feeling more confident.
Our staff, for a start.
Deeply upset. I think we all feel very passionate about the children and
the whole community are deeply upset. It isn't just the people necessarily physically connected with the school. You know, I joined the staff 2 weeks ago. I've actually only been here 2 weeks. I've been connected with the school in the past, and I've lived in Chadwell until all my life. But you know, it's everybody that you see around the community.
Any part of the council's argument that you can understand or go with?
No. Personally, absolutely not.
I said yesterday at the meeting, I thought it was like the polyclinics. The idea that you can put lots of amenities on one site and it would be, you know, much more cost effective. But it meant people would go there and they wouldn't see the same doctor, there would be no follow through, it would be very impersonal, and it seems they're trying to do the same thing with the schools. They'll just make larger schools where, you know, you can't possibly know all of the children, and someone said yesterday it was taking away parental.
Colour Graham to say how badly we feel we've been treated. Parents are all signing petitions, we're going to as many meetings as we can, just trying to raise public awareness and keep it in the public eye, really.
Parents will go in the street, they see petitions signed as well.
They'd be very supportive.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing though that we've been doing is keeping on going in the school and keeping, you know,
and I think they can see that, which is why they're doing other things.
It's about supporting each other as well. Christine Tinkler said she hadn't received any letters personally of complaint. Apparently members of staff that had been here previously had written, but she hadn't seen any of them. So that's an organisation issue that, you know, you would think that if complaints were being made about management, you would think that those in authority would be getting the letters that mattered. Do you think they would have systems?
The pupils, isn't it? Students. How are they?
They've been very upset, haven't they? Some of the children have done petitions, haven't they, and written letters, and we've even had ex-pupils been writing letters to the local authority. So there's a lot of support from the
school that is failing, it's falling into special measures, and you feel that nothing was done about it, and then teachers, 33 teachers were leaving.
33 teachers left during a period of 3 years.
Members of staff.
Members of staff.
Right.
Members of staff across the board.
So
the parents weren't happy, the children weren't happy, the staff weren't happy. The LEA were aware of it, but had to go through their set procedures before anything. And that took a further 2 years. There's nothing we can do about that. But those children then went out of Chadwell to other schools. And we would have still had those children had that matter been addressed. So we would be in a much stronger position now because we wouldn't have our own.
Christine Tinkler said she hadn't received any letters personally of complaint. Apparently members of staff that had been here previously had written, but she hadn't seen any of them. So that's an organisation issue that, you know, you would think that if complaints were being made about management, you would think that those in authority would be getting the letters that matter. Do you think they would have systems?
A new outdoor area built in the reception area with a track, a counting snake. It would be quite nice if maybe we could get someone to come in and view what we've done and how we've changed the area from how it was before, because before it was just grass, wasn't it, before? But now the children seem to be using it appropriately rather than just a free area, you know.
So having done all that, it must be quite a shock then to find out that...
Yeah, it was a shock really, because there's a lot of money gone into it and a lot of time, and for how nice it looks, for what might happen to it.